Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's Tennessee going up against South Carolina. First pitch coming your way next. Just about to get underway, and on the mound today, Slade Ciccone. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. Ciccone with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. DeLauder snags it on the run. Let's take a look at our lineup. Singy, we're looking at a young lineup here. Not much experience, but they're going to bring a lot of energy to the field.
Yeah, and that's just it, Boog. We expect this lineup to play hard no matter what. They are an exciting group to watch.
Next to hit, Mark Ruiz. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power. But then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
Next pitch is outside.
Even the best pitchers of all time have had stretches where nothing was working for him on the mound. Maybe he needs to have his turn in the rotation skipped or something. Get his mind right to get back on track.
Back up the middle and a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting third, the designated hitter, number 27.
Now it's the power speed combo. Mercado. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-2. Struck him out looking. Froze him with the heater at the knees. Now the third baseman. On the ground. And that one handled. Sends it to first, and that's the third out. Half inning complete. We've got no score. And we're back. And our pitcher in this game, Chase Petty. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
There's a swing and a drive. In one, hops off the wall, should be extra bases. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Watt will hit next. Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. A gigantic blast. And just like that, they're out front. It's 2-0.
That's exactly what this crowd wanted to see in this spot. He blasted that pitch. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
So digging in, Jalen Rodriguez. The shortstop takes the ball.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Up the middle. Tosses to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Okay, let's check out the lineup. This is one of the best teams in the league when it comes to drawing walks, Chris, so we'll probably see a very patient approach from them.
Yeah, Boogie, that's often what leads to a lot of runs scored. You get runners on base, you work that pitch count up for the opposing pitchers, and then you take advantage when they make mistakes. You get into that bullpen. You can tell that everyone up and down this lineup just comes in with a great plan of attack, a lot of patience, just like you said.
That one outside. 2-1. Swing and a ground ball. Ruiz. The throw to first. And there's 2 away.
He's given up a couple of runs, but the pitch count really not as high as you would think. Might be able to get through this one under 25 pitches.
2 down, bases empty. Here's the rookie third baseman. Just missed.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
On the ground to the left. Collier. Now the throw to first on the run. What a play. Inning over. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 2-zip. Major League Baseball is on the show. Second inning set to go. And now the shortstop, Edwin Arroyo.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Batting 6, the first baseman, number 22.
And now the first baseman. 1 out, bases empty. And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a miss, and now 2-2.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And he grounds one to the right side. Martinez. Throw to first in time.
Batting 7, the catcher, number 16.
Here's the catcher. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. And that is out of play.
Yeah, and because he's got the big arm, he pays attention to the running game and is sure to manage it.
2 outs. Pitch misses. 2-2.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the rookie first baseman, Storm. Storm, with some struggles at the plate recently, not uncommon for rookies. Ground ball up the middle, sneaks through, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Now it's the second baseman, Sean Cowboy. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Gets a piece and stays alive. Three and two. Payoff pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Ninth pitch of the at-bat due next. This to third. Collier. Jump throw. It's there, and that's a great play.
Batting it, the center fielder, number 12.
My goodness, Chris. He had to generate a ton of power in that jump throw for the out. Let's take another look and dive into the numbers from StatCast.
Man, that's an impressive throw right there. In the air, all the way from third base. You've got to have a powerful arm to play third base, but he just showed he's got more than enough. He's got to can it.
And now the center fielder. Man at second. Lined, and that's a base hit. Coming home. He'll score, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 3.
Comes through with the RBI. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And next is the designated hitter, Randy Chance. Runner on the go. Safe at second, and that was not close.
You know, having a good lead is so key when you're stealing bases, even if you've got great speed. But if you don't have great speed but can get an extended lead and a good jump, you can steal bases on a catcher who can really throw it. That's a nice job right there.
Hit hard, base hit. Coming home. He will score. It's an RBI single, and it's 4-0.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Now it's the right fielder, Chase DeLauder. Now move to first. Oh, they got him leaning. He's out.
Hard to know if he was looking to go right there or not, but he was clearly fooled by the pickoff move. Quick feet, quick release over there by the pitcher. Really quick tag as well.
Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here in the second game of the series. And a swing and a miss.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Here comes a pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Blew the express right by his bat for strike 3. So 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full. The Sluggers have the lead, 4-0. And we're back. Top half of the 3rd inning. And now the right fielder, Austin Hendrick. That
That's a
one
ball.
missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a 2-1 hammered but foul. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
The center fielder, number 7.
Here's the center fielder. And he hits a ground ball right side. Oh, look at the stop. And that's a great play for the out.
Look at how he dives right there. Is able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
And here is Aaron Johnson. Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. That's back. Hauls it in on the warning track. So they go quietly there. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Sluggers have the advantage 4-0. Set for the bottom of the 3rd, and here's the catcher, Nick Watt. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle-of-the-order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their #1 job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by producing them. Well, he's back out here for the 3rd, and after the first couple of innings, pretty rough. I think the skipper's looking for him to give him a little bit of length, see if he can save the bullpen some.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Jalen Rodriguez, the next to hit. Next offering is down low. Liner caught it second.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the left fielder.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field, but he can jump you if you make a mistake.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. On to the 4th. Now the #2 hitter, Mark Ruiz. He provides a surprising amount of pop from the second base position.
Listen, that's not something to take lightly. Getting that kind of production from the guys up the middle, it's not a strength of most lineups.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And what does that do for a team when you get power from unexpected spots like that?
When you're in the dugout and you see a guy come up big like that you don't necessarily expect it, it just energizes that entire team.
And down on strikes he goes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
I'm not saying it wasn't a strike or, it was a ball, whatever, but just the location with that velocity. It's hard enough, even if the velocity's not great, but that velocity, that location, tip your cap.
Mercado now at the plate. Next offering in there for a strike. Now he's in a 1-2 hole. And they'll do it again. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. And that's outside. And the count's even at 2. Out towards right center field. Collins sizing this one up. Snags it for the second out.
The batter, number 6.
Here's the third baseman. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now here is number 53.
Number 53.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Got him swinging.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
The 1-1. Sliced hard but foul. That's down and in.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. So 2 down now, and here is Sean Cowboy. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
In the air, left side. Johnson makes the catch, and that ends the inning. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Arroyo.
And he lays down a bunt. And he barehands it, gathers and throws, and they get the out.
The first baseman, number 2, Romeo Sanabria.
And here's the first baseman. 1 down, base is empty. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That one back. Gone. His 12th of the season, and they cut into the deficit. It's 4-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
One down, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Right side, hard hit. Throws to first in time.
The right fielder, number 12, Austin.
Two down, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Austin Hendrick. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now 4-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. And now the center fielder, number 12. He's one of those Dave McCarty, Mark Carrion, Ricky Henderson types. Throw left, bat right.
You make a note of those guys because it's just different. It's like, man, you're left-handed, but you hit right-handed.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Carson Spires preparing to come on if needed. Rosales warming up as well. Off the plate, and the count is even 2-2. Spoils the two-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
No, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Falling behind 2-1. Foul ball there.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Misses outside, and that's ball 3. Stays alive. Outside, and that is ball 4.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's A.J. Hinch heading towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change right here. Chase Petty won't go any further tonight, and he had a tough time keeping them in the ball game today. We'll get a new arm when we come back.
Now pitching.
Carson Spires gets handed the rock out of the pen.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
So the lineup flips over. Chase DeLauder getting ready to hit. DeLauder working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. Ball to strike. The pitch. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace he's on.
Makes the catch for the second out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here's the power hitting catcher, Nick Watt.
Nick Watt.
Here's a 1-1. That one is upstairs.
1 strike.
Chance off of first with 2 away. And that's a little bit high. Rodriguez Hitting on deck circle. Check swing, and he went 3-2 now.
Full count, 3-2.
Swing and a miss. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective. New inning getting started. Here's the center fielder, number 7. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And that turns the lineup over.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So up next, Aaron Johnson. And now 2-2. Activity in the bullpen. Anthony Simmons up and loosening in the pen. Walters also throwing. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Can't connect on the curveball. Struck him out.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Standing in is the power hitting second baseman, Mark Ruiz. That misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Next offering is fouled back. On the ground, could be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Number 27.
Next is the designated hitter, Mercado. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw to second. Save. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on the bases.
The 2-1. And there's a strike on the outside corner. And a swing and a miss. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. On to the bottom of inning number 6. The Sluggers lead it 4-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th. Digging in, Jalen Rodriguez.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Caught him looking for the K.
frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Next offering is in for a strike. Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Next pitch, not close, up high. Two down, nobody on. That missed by a lot. And that's ball three. Storm waits on deck. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the sixth. That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
2 outs. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. And that is that.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Anthony Simmons.
And he's been really shutting down hitters from the right side of the plate this year. Not a lot of hard contact, not a lot of hits, period.
Now the third baseman. The Volunteers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Throws sails on him, and it takes off down the line. Throw is low, and he can't pick it. Around second now, going for 3. And he makes it all the way to third, so a costly throwing error there.
The shortstop, Edwin Arroyo.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Edwin Arroyo. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. That's down. One hops off the wall. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Picks himself up an RBI. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise he put a great swing on it. Really important at bat coming up now.
And now the first baseman. The tying run at the plate.
That's ball 2.
In the dirt. Tag, save. He's into third on the wild pitch.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring. Don't be surprised, a ball on the ground to the corners, that they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Next offering in there for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The count's full.
Skips in, and excellent work to corral that one. Could have been dangerous. This one in the air, right field. DeLauder drops into the glove, and there's one down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Here's the catcher.
Well, there's a reason why he's at the bottom of the order. Struggling as of late, but a knock here would be a huge lift for him and for his team.
Tying run at the plate. And a swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there.
Well, that was the cutter down and in right there. And typically, if you're going to have a chance with the pitch, if it's down, that's your best chance of doing anything with it. It's kind of like a mini slider, just with a little less vertical movement. But still, that one tied him up, and he couldn't get the barrel to it.
So digging in, Austin Hendrick. Swings and misses. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and that is that.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Now pitching.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Kevin Rosales.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
And now it's going to be Sean Cowboy.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
That's a little bit low.
Well, these guys, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've been lining the ball all over the ballpark, and unfortunately, sometimes it's right into a glove. But still, they've hit 9 line drives so far, and that's something they should feel very good about.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Now batting, number 12.
And now the center fielder. Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom of the 7th. The 1-1 is fouled off. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
That's ripped, base hit, and that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting.
And now the right fielder, Chase DeLauder. 2 outs. Good job to fight that one off. Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner into scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Here's the catcher to hit, Nick Watt. And it was a homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Two on, 2 outs. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So they strand a pair. We look ahead to inning number 8. The Sluggers with the lead 4-2.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Andrew Walters.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Here's the center fielder. Fastball is outside.
You know, this group of hitters finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have 1 hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. So the bullpen doing a nice job backing up the effort from their starter.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty excellent pitching out of this staff so far. I mean, they've come in ready to do their job and get outs. They've been pretty tough to get to in this one.
Now, Aaron Johnson. Check swing, no appeal.
Gosh, Boog, I think he's trying to deke the pitcher. There's no way he's thinking he can hit that pitch.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Churio on the move to the alley. They got it for out number 2.
You know, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. 1 more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning.
Now pitching.
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Eric Swanson.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Now it's the shortstop, Jalen Rodriguez. And now it's filled up.
3-2.
Up the middle, and that chance handled. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Now batting, number 0.
Now the left fielder. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
To first, 2 up, 2 down.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the third baseman. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. This one in the air. Under it. And that will end the inning.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Eric Miller.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And now the DH, Mercado.
The designated hitter, number 27.
Ball, that's out.
And a foul ball. Pitch misses there. Ball 3. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, that right there is what you want to see out of your closer. Come in and close the door, cancel any hope that that opponent has in making some type of comeback in the ball game. Tell you what, that helps him settle in, and that helps everybody else relax a little bit to get these other 2 outs.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Now only 1 out remaining.
Well, it's kind of tough right here. Closer comes in and he strikes out the first 2 hitters. It's hard not to feel defeated and that this is going to go quickly. But you got to go up there, maybe try to find a way to choke up on the bat, spread out, put the ball in play, and maybe you can extend this inning.
Outside with a breaking ball. 2 outs, base is empty. That clips the corner.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Backed off the plate that time.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run in the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
Miller is just 1 strike away. Swing and a drive deep right field. That's back there. Ball game.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively. This is the kind of feeling, it's not going to last all season long, but you want to ride it as long as you possibly can, perhaps push it up to double digits.
And your final 4-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi.